Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. Back to Lawn Mowing Simulator tonight. I was literally ready to play another game, and this one's like, but what about lawn mowing? And here I am. Paige, what are you on about? Howdy, Paige. Howdy, the one. Kitten. 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 You also have kitten, Paige? 'Tis exciting. Don't look at me like that. He just looked at me like I was just absolutely insane for what I just did. Alright, so, twins trimming. All we have is our lovely little knight here. We are riding our knight into battle, which is sort of wrong if you think about it like that. But, I'm going to go back to controller. Because I remember kitten. Sorry, I remember controller. Yeah, why is there no picture of said kitten? Why is this a thing, Paige? Why? Alright. I'm gonna have to distract them just so I can get started. Hi, Scooby. Alright, fine. We're gonna do this early. Kitties. Come on, kitties. Come on, kitties. I'm fairly certain I said it, but hello the one. I may or may not have said it, because I was distracted by kitten, and then kitten. So, lawn mowing. I'm actually getting pretty close. I think I did a lawn or two in my off time. So I'm at 3780. That puts me close, and I also started the upgrade process. I didn't do this last time because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I did learn that if you do the upgrade, it takes 7 days to complete. So, it's going to take some time regardless. So 5 days, which might actually be 5 missions. I think it's 1 mission per day for me. What are we listening to? I used to have a Now Playing, but I don't really have a place to put it anymore. This is Backbeat by 2 Hertz. I should probably have a Now Playing command at some point or another. But I didn't have any room for it in my new UI setup, so yes. Hertz with the HERTZ. So, funny thing is that Pretzel, if you're not a paying customer, they actually require you to have a notification in chat every time a new song plays. And that was incredibly spammy, so that was enough to make me pay for it. So I am a paying customer specifically so I can turn off the chat notifications that tell us every single song that's playing. But I could potentially turn that back on if we need to. It was just really spammy since, you know, a message every 2 minutes. So, I will be able to buy a new lawnmower as soon as this thing is done. I should have plenty of cash to do it by then. And my tentative plan is to buy a better lawnmower than this one, rather than the cheapest one to have a second. If I buy a better lawnmower than this one, then I can use that one myself and turn this one into the workhorse. Gila, kill that cactus! Kill it! Hi, Sparkle. The problem is I don't have a local bot, and I don't want a local bot. So I don't really have an easy way to get that information. Because like Pretzel can write the current song to a local file, but without a local bot, I can't really read that local file. So I don't really have an easy way to do that kind of command. Unless there is one that Pretzel has available, which I'll look into later. Okay, Lawn mowing. Lawn mowing. We have the option of small, cheap job, garden lawns. Front garden of Old Nook Cottage, also a small, cheap job. Kingsbury House, slightly less small. And then the Jefferson Garden back to the Lawn Gnome. So it looks like we're going to get a bunch of repeats. I hated this job. I don't think it's worth that much money. I think it's worth a significant amount more. I hated it job. Too many trees to deal with. Too much. So I'm going to do one of the gardens. Does anyone have a garden preference? This is true, Sparkle. Grass does indeed grow. We are learning things here. Front garden, garden lawns, or Kingsbury House garden with a gazebo. Oh, you found it. You have it. Are you whispering in Discord or are you whispering in Twitch? Because I don't ever look at my Twitch chats. Kitties are done. Hello, I have a face again. Hello. Ah, okay. We've got ID lookups. Nightbots, Phantombots, Streamlab, Chatbot, Cloudbot. Hey, there we go. There's a bot for that. I'll have to do a bot for that. Soon. TM. Okie dokie. I'll leave that tab up so I can do that later. Let's do the gazebo house. Decent amount of cash for a relatively easy job, if I recall. Soon I will be able to send other lawnmowers out to other jobs. Soon. But for now, gazebo. Those little purple bushes I remember being a paint just because they're too small and I don't have that good of a turning radius, so maybe we'll test something out different this time. Soon, TM, indeed. Alright, just gonna do the laps here to pick up all the crud. Well then, that was easy enough. Now, since we can revisit these locations, that answers one of my previous questions of what if I miss a valuable. So now we can look for valuables because I don't remember which houses I found valuables at. I'm pretty sure I didn't look on this house because I don't think I knew about the valuables by the time I came here first. I know what caramel is, but I don't know what rubus is. But either way, sounds like it's probably going to be delightful. No, I'm not seeing any valuables. There was nothing at the gazebo, nothing at the house, and I doubt there's anything in the lawn itself, so let's do mowing things. Here's me and my mower. Probably a terrible plan, by the way, to have a really dark purple shirt in a job where I'm outside with my shoulder to the sun half the time. This is how much I care for my employees. Yeah, let's start here. Oh, right. Hang on. Also, my pause and back buttons work again. I don't know exactly what changed, but Also, I've kind of sort of found the joy of first-person mode in this, because it lets you get a really good view of what you're doing and how badly you might be doing. So maybe we'll do some of that too. Lawn mowing. Much more calming in video game form than it is in real life. Caffeine-free tea-like substance. Fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. I have had a couple rounds of attempting to enjoy tea in my life, but it never really sticks. Like I'll do variations on black tea like Earl Grey, etc. And then I'll try some caffeine-free variants like chamomile or whatever. But it never ends up sticking as a habit. The only thing I don't like about first-person mode here is that I can't see behind me when I screw up. So I can't see if I've missed a line or gone off track like that just happened there because the route caught me or whatever. I can't easily see how much I'm leaving behind except for on my next pass. So how's everyone doing this fine Saturday? Pretty sure it's Saturday. I lose track sometimes. Also, I'm noticing that I can't hear music. Why can't I hear music? Is it just because the lawn isn't being mowed and it's so loud? Yes, now I hear music. So maybe when mowing the lawn I should either turn down the game audio or turn up the music. I feel like the prices in this are a little off. Because it takes like £5 to fill up the gas in this thing. And we're getting 500 pounds for a job. 500 pounds being equal to roughly $700 for a single lawn mow. Seems a little bit high to me. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. Hello, how are you? He's just yelling right at me because he thinks that he can get something. Just right at my head. That's where he's aiming it. And to be fair, he's probably right. But not right now. Alright, how are we doing volume level wise? Are we needing to turn up the music, turn down the mowing, especially in first person or closer? Because to me this seems kind of loud, and I definitely can't hear the music. Maybe it was just the song. I can actually start to hear this one. Probably need to turn it up just a tad, but maybe it's just that one song that was incredibly quiet. Gizmo, what do you get into? He's decided I'm not allowed to see chat anymore, because he is currently sitting his little fuzzy butt right in front of it. Since I'm not using the mouse and keyboard, he has decided that they are his now. He's not quite laying on the keyboard, but he is laying half on the mouse and stretched out directly in front of the keyboard, so I would not be able to use it if I tried. Projector aimed at Gizmo's butt. That would only be a temporary solution. He is a very mobile kitty cat. He does not sit still for long. Because I can see chat again because he laid himself down across my keyboard. I mean, I do have a PTZ, and I originally got it specifically so it would track cat, but it doesn't track cat very well. Gazebo time. Hopefully I don't screw it up. It's not that bad. I was expecting the flowers to be a lot closer to the grass. This is where I have to be careful, because these flowers are right up against the grass. And it's not too terrible of a fine if you hit a flower. It's like $2 or something like that. But still, best not to if you can avoid it. We're getting there, home stretch-ish. We're at 86% now. It feels like there's a lot left. That just means I've probably done a lot already. There we go. Try not to damage the lawn. Gizmo. Now he's stretching himself out. And he knocked over my little wrist protector thing that I've got. And he is literally he's grabbing my thumb off the controller. Hi, kitten, chill. Kitten, chill, kitten. Okay, 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 okay. Let me make some room for Kitty, because apparently he is going to insist. Would you like to sit here? Are you gonna be a dork and not do what I want you to do? Is that what's going on here? Dork. Kitten. Kitten. You're a strange kitten. Yep, strange kitten. Kitten. Are you done for the moment? Are you good? He actually took up residence where I cleared space for him. That's impressive. I was not expecting him to actually cooperate. Only problem is, I think right now his butt's hitting the key occasionally, which is messing up my controls. But small price to pay for him to be kind of chill. Nope, kitten, buttons, stop pushing. Nope, stop pushing buttons. Every time my mower stops is when he pushes the button on the keyboard, which attempts to take precedence over my controller. Stop it. Alright, 99%. Kitten, you're interfering. You're interfering. Kitten, stop, stop, stop. Stop. Trying to finish this. Leave me alone. Okay, all done. Can I make it back without kitten interference? I think we're good. We did it! I got 25-cent fine for collisions I don't even remember doing. Well, dang it. Oh well. Oh, that's right. I'm getting achievements that weren't working before. I just got, What achievement was that? Hang on. Mouse, come back. I got achievement for sprinting for a total of 1 mile in career mode. Hi drums, welcome. I got an achievement for driving a total of 1 mile, and an achievement for completing a contract for the first time, apparently. Yeah, the achievements, I think it was my Steam, honestly. I think my Steam wasn't working correctly last time, which is why my escape wasn't working, my back button wasn't working, all the stuff wasn't working, so now achievements are working. So this'll be fun. Okay, so we have 4 days left for the bay upgrade. Still gotta wait for that. That means we just need to do more mowing. I do need to do repairs first. All good. Okay, garden lawns. Old Nook Cottage front lawn. Jefferson Garden, or the Orchard Cottage Garden. I don't recall doing the Orchard Cottage Garden. Let's do that one. Boo, laundry indeed. I still have to finish my laundry. Did I? I did do this one, didn't I? No, never had a well before. It's pretty, but I definitely didn't do it before. Hi, Drix. Doing good so far. Okay, so let's clear up the 3 objects that are in the yard. Rock, great. Merr. Another rock. Garden shears. Alright, so that's not a valuable, even though it looks like it might be a thing we could pick up. Apparently everyone is doing the whole laundry thing. Alright, nothing. Is there anything valuable at the well? No. Anything valuable here? No. Looks kind of like a no. Anything over here? Don't mind me just searching for valuables in your own garage that I can turn in for more money. I am not seeing anything. No. Okay. No noticeable valuables. Yep. My house is mid-50s, and I I technically have 3 closets, but they were all built in the 80s. I'm fairly certain I only have 1 closet that the house was intended to come with. Alright, 5 to 6. Okay, fair enough. Smallest closets ever. I like the first person for edging, at the very least. first-person POV edging takes on a whole different meaning in this game. Probably for the best. They have bees! Hello, bees. That was just me being terrible. Alright, we'll do another lap. Just for funsies. Yep. There was a hard spot there. That's fine. Alright, let's attempt to tackle this. Not run into it. Be gentle. Be gentle. Gentle. Good, good. Then I think I'm gonna do the... do I need to do the walkway here? Because I can just drive over it, right? Oh, that put a noticeable ding in my blade condition. I'm definitely gonna need to do the walkway and be careful about that. Double check that ding in the blade condition here. Tiny, tiny little sliver there. No, it didn't. That might have just been the blade condition being ready to drop, and then it did, percentage-wise. Who knows? Either way, I'm not overly concerned about it since the repairs are cheap. If you have to replace a blade in the field, then it costs you $50. But if you constantly keep it sharp, it's $2 or $3 per sharpening or something like that. So it's definitely worth repairing between jobs and not screwing it up on the job. So what's the verdict on volumes? Do I need to turn up the music? Do I need to turn down the mowing? What's everyone feeling on that? Crank everything to the max and then amplify it. Demos, I don't think you're allowed to give audio advice anymore. Just not allowed. What is that? Can I get out? What is that? There's a dark spot there. And it wasn't a dark spot that I saw when I was... can I even get out of the mower? I don't think I can get off the mower. No, I think once you're on the mower, you can't do much about that. It looks like it's a thing, but I can't tell what it is, and it doesn't seem to affect the mowing. So it could just be dirt ball or something like that. It could be a sprinkler head. Again, doesn't seem to affect the mowing, so that's good. Good question. Can I drive it back to the mower? Or to the, whatchamacallit, trailer. There we go. That's the word. Can I drive it back to the trailer without ending the job? You can exit it entirely. So your only time that you've got when walking to check out the grounds is at the very start when you're meant to clean up the all of the various droppings so that you don't run over stuff with the mower. Yeah, drums. No crapping in people's yards. I knew ahead of time because the game told me that there were 3 items to find, and I found 3 items. The only exception to that is if there is a valuable on the property that you can find and turn in to the owners. But it doesn't tell you if there are any. I've only found 2, I believe. And that, I mean, it looks like it's a thing. Like it's a pretty solid thing, but I can't get out and check it, so I'm gonna have to ignore it for now and then maybe remember to check it and come back here. I don't know if it counts the neighbor's dog as valuable. Only one way to find out. There is one property that has a dog house, but no dog to be seen, so that leaves several questions up in the air. Not anymore. Yeah, whatever it is, there's multiple of them, and they all appear to be the same texture. So it could be something that's just repeating decoration, just some variance in the dirt. That just happens to be a noticeable variance in the dirt. Looks like failed golf swings to me. Looks like someone's taken some severe divots out of the ground. Whoa, that was a really bad turn. I gotta say though, I do appreciate how many of you like showing up to watch me mow lawns. It's really heartening. I appreciate it. I don't understand it, but I appreciate it. I mean, I kind of do understand it. I'm the one mowing the lawn and I'm enjoying it, so, you know, there's that. I think there's probably some psychological science behind this. Like, why is it so enjoyable for me to mow the lawn? Why is it so enjoyable to watch someone else doing this? There's got to be something behind it. The time to chat is definitely a part of it. Because we can definitely focus on that, while I focus on staring into the green void and forgetting that everything else exists. Mow. All of the mowing forever. Forgetting to blink is actually a real problem with this game. Between this game and Power Wash Simulator, forgetting to blink is real. Ah, my eyes! Another point redemption for blinking, so that chat can remind me to blink occasionally. probably important. Probably something I should do. I see the booze button has been found. I will go do that as soon as this job is done. Because, oh, that's right. I don't have to have the mentality of I can't pause anymore. The first time I played this game, my pause button didn't work. But now it does. I could potentially pause and go do something. Not gonna. Because I'm mowing, but the thought's there. Alright, let's see, can I do this one? I can. And it almost didn't suck. Paige got spooked by puppy dreams. Biggest problem so far is keeping up with chat while I'm staring into the green. Playing spooky ghost game, didn't notice the outside world, and suddenly kittens climbing your leg. Oh man, that's gotta be spooky right there. I've had the cats scare the crap out of me during spooky games before. Almost done. Oh, you're getting some graininess? Okay, that could be related to my first person view. Could be... So I know one thing that happens is if you're on like Chrome, and you're tabbed out to a different tab and you come back again, the page automatically loads to a lower quality until you're on the tab long enough for it to reload. So that could have been a thing. Alright, all done. All done. It's pretty. I did not see Ghost Hunters Corp update coming this week. Next week, whatever. That's good to know. I'll have to check to see what the upcoming notes are on that. Oh, Paige, were you not around when I played that game? Because I played the hell out of that game and I enjoyed it. I was actually looking forward to advertising that one. I might even play it to help advertise it. I did. I didn't get terribly far because it is a roguelite. And I'm kind of bad at that. Weekly report. I made $1,100 this week. That's because I didn't buy a new mower yet. But I did spend $1,500 on the upgrade, so there's that. Voice package issues causing a bunch of the crashes. Okay. Actually, Paige, you're right. It is kind of heat signature-esque, except for its first-person shootery. But there's a pretty heavy stealth element to it, but you can definitely go guns blazing. Different enemies have different strengths and weaknesses, different tricks to get through them. So yeah, there's quite a lot there actually. I didn't even think about it when I was playing Heat Signature. Like I apparently have already played a game like this before. I love the art style in it though, very comic booky. Good. Alright, what's the time left? 1 day left. We got 1 day left, and then the Bay upgrade is going to be here. And then I will have in the neighborhood of $5,000. Is that going to be enough to get a better mower? Could upgrade to the Patterson, which has a 30 centimeter wider deck, which is good. But it is a side discharge instead of a mulcher. Available attachment mulching deck, but it's only 48 inch. Well, okay. It lists an available attachment of 48 inch mulching deck. Is that 48 inches equal to 122 centimeters? I don't know because I'm terrible at those conversions. I know it's roughly 2 centimeters per inch, give or take, so that should be 60 inches. So does that tell me that the mulching deck is much smaller? .25 centimeter-ish. Thanks, Harry. Okay. That means I can do even less math. Right. I'm going to leave it here. Aha! 52-inch Patriot equals 132 centimeters. Got it. Okay. So that means 122 centimeters is in the neighborhood of 48 inches. So that means the mulching deck that's 48 inches is not bad, but that does require actually buying the mulching deck, I suspect. I don't actually know. I haven't actually had to deal with attachments yet, so I don't know the answer to that. The alternative is that we get the Stiga here and get the mulch plate attachment. So I guess that depends on the attachments and how that works. Either way, either of them is going to be an upgrade. Although this is a 0 turn. I thought this was a 0 turn. I didn't realize that this was just counting as a rear wheel drive because it's got the articulation in the center. So 0 turn might actually be beneficial to me to get. We'll see if I can afford this. If not, I might do an extra mow or two just to get enough cash to get this. So yes. Either way, I'm going to leave it here. And I'm going to go BRB to get that booze that I was told I need to do. Alright, I'm back with booze and a cold pack for my neck because my neck has decided to scream at me saying, hey, if you don't fix me soon, I'm going to make your life miserable. So I'm going to pamper it a little bit. Cheers, Paige. So, this Patterson is my tentative plan because I like that wider and I like the zero turn. I think all of that will be upgrades. Yeah, and it's got more than twice the fuel tank capacity. So yes, Patterson will be a delightful upgrade. So let's go do a job so we can afford that. Let's see. So, hi, how are you? Garden lawns, front garden, Jefferson garden, the paddock. The paddock was actually painful because I had to go really, really slow. Oh, you changed chairs? He changed chairs to get closer to see if getting closer would get my attention better. The cats do actually try to get my drink occasionally. This one in particular, because he's a little turd. Yeah, you. And you are just loud, sir. Alright. Do we do the slow-ass paddock, the slightly faster but bigger lawn gnome mowing process, or do we do a couple small jobs? Any preferences from anyone? Couple small lawn mowing jobs, the big lawn gnome job or the really, really slow but decent paying paddock. Also, yes, probably not a good plan to steal your customer's mulching deck. Probably not, just saying. Kind of leaning towards the paddock. It's not difficult, it's just slow. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it. Trix says, that one. Thanks, Trix. Weather warning? We have weather? While on contracts when the weather is wet, you need to take extra care when cutting as it is easier to damage the ground. The wet grass is also more difficult to cut and will place more load on your vehicle's engine. Well, that's just fucking great. I picked the job that I already have to go stupidly slow on because the grass is too long, and now I have to go even slower because now the grass is too long and wet. Great. Wonderful. And because the ground is wet, they said easier to damage. That means that the ground is muddy and I can't do sharp turns. That shouldn't be a huge issue here because there's not really all that much sharp turning to do. A few trees that I have to go around, but whatever. I can tackle those through straight pass-bys anyway instead of doing full round. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. The wetness is what I'm more concerned about. 6 objects in the ground and I haven't... Okay, there we go. They were all clustered around this thing. There we go. There's all of them. Now, do we have any valuables? There weren't any valuables last time I was here. I'm not seeing anything this time. Nope, I'm gonna go with probably not. Okay. Let's see how slow I have to go. Alright, max cutting height is fine. Because I can go to 7 or 8 centimeters here. I can only do 7 in this one. You might be hitting the money cap page. So what tends to happen is you cap out on money, but it only caps out on what you display. And if you're buying stuff to drop you below the display number, but you have a bunch of extra in what is essentially reserve, it might be just recapping you back to max money. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I vaguely remember that happening for me too. So essentially, you've got hundreds of million in reserve, and as soon as you buy cash, it's like, oh hey, here's more money for you to fill you back up. Okay. Okay. Let's do first person. No, let's do top down for now. How slow do I have to go? Not too bad right now. I can go max speed around the edges because there's not really that much tall grass to worry about. Although I can see it already trying to peak my engine bar there. It is nice that we get actual weather to work with, though. I hope we get like full-on thunderstorm. Love a good thunderstorm. I need like Thunderstorm the game. Where do I get that? What would one do in Thunderstorm the game? That's a solid question. It could be one where you are the thunderstorm, and you roll your way across the countryside, wreaking havoc. Or not, if you prefer. Oh yeah, definitely having to go slow. This was not an ideal weather situation for this job. Oh god. Why yes, kitty, you are here. Nope, I'm bouncing off of it. Oh, no, stop it. Oh, right, Rain on Your Parade. I forgot that actually exists. So there is Thunderstorm the game. Fair enough. I mean, it could also be a walking sim. And actually, there's a game that I'm thinking of getting. It's kind of on my wish list. It's gone on a couple sales, but I haven't gotten it yet. I don't remember what it's, I think it's called Plane, the meditation game. And it seems to be almost on par with like a walking simulator, but it's more like a scene simulator. And you just kind of set up your ideal scene for tranquility. And it's got some sort of method to guide you through meditation practices and whatnot. I don't know how well it would go on stream, but I'm debating trying it anyway. Because it seems like it'd be incredibly chill. Like having to go 1 mile per hour across a field because I can't go any faster without causing problems. That's almost chill. Alright, so instead of doing attempted sharp turns, I'm just going to go straight swipes across these objects. I think I'll do the same thing for the trees, probably. There's Guided Meditation VR, good to know. There's also a game called Mountain, I believe, where you play as a mountain, and time passes around you. It's a relatively short game. I think it's like $1 on Steam or something like that. Debated doing like a video on that or something. There's a lot of these games that would definitely be well suited for a either like a multi-game stream or just like single one-shot videos. Shinrin Yoku, Forest Meditation and Relaxation, also a VR game. That sounds delightful too. And it's free, even better. You'll have to ping me some of these in Discord so I can remember to look them up. The meows are endless. Yeah, I literally can't go much over 1 or 2 miles per hour on this because of the length of the grass and the rain. It's pretty brutal. So the time on this job, the time completion bonus on this job is not going to be fantastic. But maybe we get some sort of like weather bonus? That would be nice. Huzzah! Links in Discord. Whoops. Okay, so that's gonna cost me a couple bucks to bounce off of these things, since I've been bouncing off of things. But it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Yes, you can squeeze the teddy in Sanctuary and he speaks to you. Okay, Scooby, have fun with your stuff and things. Two miles per hour is too fast. Per hour. I can get up to about 3 before the mower's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, but I wanna go faster than 2 miles an hour. But I'm not allowed. The other problem with going so slow and hitting all these red lines is that it is damaging my engine, which causes problems over time. And I don't want problems. I don't like problems. Nope, Gila gave up on me, ignoring him. He went to go lay down. Nope, can't go fast. Can't go fast. Problem is, not going fast requires fine control on the trigger, and I don't really have that motor skill because I don't use controllers all that often. So it's kind of cramping up my hands. This does, however, remind me of the terrible times that I was attempting to mow my own lawn, and not being great about doing it often enough. So when I did finally do it, my lawn was just stupidly long, and I would frequently have to do exactly this: go forward slowly, back up, catch the spots that I couldn't quite get, go forward slowly, back up, end up mowing the same spot 2 or 3 times because I just couldn't quite cut it. Then there was this one time I'm exceptionally proud of / ashamed of. When I first moved into my house, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I was a first-time homebuyer. Still am. Still technically first-time homebuyer. And I didn't know all of the stuff that you needed to buy and needed to do to own a home. So I didn't have the wherewithal to understand mowing lawns. Like, I'd done it when I was a kid, but never really was responsible for it on a day-to-day basis myself before. So I thought that I could get away with doing a push mower, which for anyone who hasn't used a push mower is perfectly fine if you have a small lawn and you do it often. I don't have a small lawn, nor was I doing it often. You can see the problem here. So I got to the point where I was able to do my front lawn fairly regularly with the push mower. But I could not tackle the backyard because it was just too much. So I was just kind of leaving it and not really thinking that was much of a problem. Until I get a letter duct taped to my front door, basically saying if you don't mow it, the city's going to mow it for you and we're going to charge you both a fine and the mowing fee. So naturally I panicked. Not a homeowners association, but someone in my neighborhood, bless their little hearts, decided that they wanted a pretty green lawn on every front door and back door. So they reported me to the city, who does have lawn maintenance ordinances. It's not like ridiculous, but they didn't really like 2-foot tall weeds in the backyard. So me having 2-foot tall weeds in the backyard and not having the means to take care of this situation, I decided to buy a scythe. Like an honest-to-goodness scythe. Granted, it was not like the proper curved blade scythe. It was a more modern contraption that looked more like a golf club with a blade at the end of it. And I went to work scything my entire backyard. All 2 friggin' feet of it. So I was out there, shirtless, dead of summer, hot as balls, trying to avoid getting a fine and getting on the bad side of the city, with a fucking golf club scythe going at my backyard. I ended up with like 5 or 6 lawn bags full of scythed long weeds, and kind of vowed never to deal with that again. So that same week I went out and bought a real lawnmower and said to hell with the push mower. Honestly, not that many blisters, surprisingly enough. I think I was still kind of in my semi-peak heyday of having done some decent outside work, including climbing trees and going out in the wilderness and doing weird shit with my friends. So I still had fairly decent calluses on my hand from, you know, life and stuff. So thankfully, I didn't kill my hands too terribly bad. But still, it was not an experience I care to do again. So thus is the story of me scything my backyard to appease the city. and that one neighbor who reported me, I still don't know who it is. I have a couple guesses, because I had a couple neighbors who are definitely finicky with their lawns, and I suspect that they probably are the type to have the same mentality imposed upon others. We are 18 minutes into this job and just barely over 50% done. So, this is going to take a little bit longer. Maybe we change perspectives a little bit. Nope, that did not help me. In fact, I feel like I need to go faster at this perspective. Probably should go back to overhead. But yeah, I now have a service. I did my own lawn mowing for 2 to 4 years. I don't actually remember, but it was enough to not want to do it ever again. So when I question people paying $700 to mow their lawn here, I don't question it that much, because I know from experience that it's really nice to have someone who knows what they're doing and is prepared to do it with a much bigger piece of equipment than I've got. Take whatever innuendo out of that you wish. Nope, stop it. 1.5 miles per hour is too fast. Slower. Done. Innuendo taken. Alright, I'm gonna guess by the time I'm done here I'll have $5 in bonking fees, but I'm doing really damn good about not damaging the lawn because I can't go fast enough to damage the lawn anyway. So hopefully no lawn damage fees. Because I've noticed with damaging the lawn that part of that is related to sharp turns at speed. So if you're doing sharp turns, do it slowly, and it won't damage the lawn. And since I can't go fast, I can only do sharp turns slowly. So it shouldn't be a problem. Ow, ow, start. I like the addition of weeds. Like just occasionally there's just a random weed in the middle. And it's a nice little touch. I want to see a lawn that is just 90% dandelion. Because that's what my lawn used to be. Actually, no. My lawn was not 90% dandelion. My lawn was 90% creeping Charlie. And 10% clover. Although I'm sure there's some percentage of significant tall crabgrass in there from what I remember scything. So maybe 50% Charlie, 40% crabgrass, and 10% clover, yes. Clover gets surprisingly tall when it's left to its own devices, and it has to compete with something like Creeping Charlie. My clovers were at least 1.5 feet tall, which, by the way, are usually ground cover, unless they choose otherwise. And Creeping Charlie just don't give a damn. Creeping Charlie is ground cover. Unless it needs sunlight, and then it's like, nah, we're a vine now. Oof, a 3rd damage on my engine condition so far. That's rough. If I could stay consistently at like 1 mile an hour, just like cruise controller, then I wouldn't have to worry about that. But no. I'm not fancy enough to have a cruise control lawnmower. I'm doing okay on fuel though. Last time I did this job, I was significantly under halfway on the fuel tank before the job was done. And I'm now realizing that my face is over the progress. And I remember I had to change that last time I was playing this. So I should probably change that, shouldn't I? Okay, fine. Fine. Give my hand a half a second break anyway. Oh, we're here now. Yeah, definitely hard on the hands when I have to... I'm just constantly tense trying to keep my hand exactly right on the trigger. It's not good. Although recommended finish time is 35 minutes. I probably should be able to hit that anyway. So they're expecting you to go slow as hell. Let's see if we can do this tree here. Probably gonna have to do both of these trees now that we're close enough to them. Try not to damage the lawn. Don't go fast, should be fine. This job would essentially be impossible with keyboard and mouse due to the lack of fine throttle control. And with the throttle here, our options are killing the engine. That was not the correct button. Our options are either 0 throttle or full throttle. 0 throttle, full throttle. If I could do like half throttle and just full gun it at, 1 mile per hour or whatever, I'd be happy. But alas, I can't. Am I running into the tree? I was running into the tree. The tree's got much bigger hitbox than expected. So, I don't think that this is a bind type situation. The throttle is either on or off, and there's no analog control on a keyboard. So the only way the auto hotkey would be able to help would be like intermittent tapping of a key to keep it at a certain speed or whatever. That's the only thing I can think of where auto hotkey could help here. Howdy, Kinder. Welcome. Welcome to the lawn mowing simulator, where I'm going as slow as inhumanly possible. Oh, that's right. Auto hotkey could do joystick simulation. Okay. There's a thought. Could have it simulate like a 30% press down on the joystick or something. $63% go! That sounds like a lot of effort, though, for what would ultimately be very little payoff. How's it going tonight, Kinder? Slow work nights can be just fine. %, not too terrible. We're getting there. All I gotta say is this mower I'm working towards better be damn good. And that mulching header better not be too expensive. Because I want it, but I don't want to have to work for it. Ah, you did do the cosplay for No More Heroes. How did the comic book day people receive that? I don't know how big of a thing comic book day is anymore. I remember doing it as a kid. Local comic book shops do free comic book day. Kind of a big event. But I don't, like, go out anymore, so I don't know what that's like anymore. I wonder if there's idle usage of gas on this. Like, if I could just sit there with the engine just on idle, if it would run out of gas at some point. Not sure I'm willing to test that. I mean, in all honesty, kinder, No More Heroes is a little bit obscure, especially for comic. Very nice. The mask is a nice touch. But yeah, No More Heroes, kind of obscure. The third game in the series, is it just No More Heroes 1, 2, 3, or was there sub-names? Because I don't remember there being multiple games in the series. But I haven't played the series, so I don't know. I said I was going to do straight lines around things, but I don't want to. Alright, we'll do first person for a little while. Yeah, the articulation on this thing is a little bit difficult to work with sometimes. Because of that. You bonk into stuff because your ass end kind of goes at a weird angle. Spin-off called Travis Strikes Again. I have not heard of that one at all. But they are just No More Heroes 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that at all. I've heard of No More Heroes for sure. And I might have even seen some playthrough of it. Just because I was curious what it was. But I don't remember. That's the, what is it, Pseudo 54 or something like that? I don't remember the name of the company, person, thing, whatever. Suda 51. Yeah, that's it. Because I believe I've seen some playthroughs of some of their other games, and they all are definitely very stylized. World on the Wii. Oh, I'm trying to remember if I did that one. I had a bit of time on the Wii, but not too terribly much. But that one does sound familiar. Alright, we are almost done with this kinda nightmarish job. Unfortunately, that doesn't narrow it down. In fact, one of my very first game review kind of videos on YouTube is about a game that is black and white with blood red effects. And it's not Mad World. Job complete. Although, much like Power Wash Simulator, we gotta finish the job. There's no just leaving it behind. But yeah, almost 50% on the engine condition, and only about a third of a tank of gas left. That's a brutal job right there. Technically a little bit over the recommended time, just because of the rain. Oof. Oof. That was brutal. I did half. I expected $5 in fines and I got $2.78. No time bonus whatsoever. But that's fine. Got 27 bucks from ground check, which is fine. Cutting time could easily have been 20 bucks, but whatever, it's fine. So we're at 5,400 now, and that should be more than enough to get, yeah, upgrade complete. That should be more than enough to get the new mower. But before I do that, I'm gonna actually repair, just to make sure I've got the cash. $1.07 for vehicle repair. Engine repair is $31, so that cost me quite a bit in engine repair on that job. And cost me $5 in fuel, so whatever. So, now that I've done my repairs, let's see what I can do here. I can buy this one, which leaves me with, what, 250 bucks? I don't know how to get the mulching deck, but let's buy it anyway because I want it. Actually, hang on. Test drive? Why, yes. I will test drive it. Test drive. This is an all or nothing throttle again, that's fine. No, I don't want to end test drive, I want to actually do the thing. Alright, so cut height, we have, oh, interesting. We have 2.5, 3.1, 3.8, 4.4, 5.1, 6.3, 7.6, and 8.9 centimeters. So it's good that we've got those ranges on each job because, yeah, these ones are different ranges than I'm used to. Alright, let's do a 630. We got a zippy, hella turn. Oh, hella turn. Whee! I'm gonna like that. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, I gotta be gentle with the turns though. Because it's, oh yeah, that's gonna be bouncy. Whee! Gotta be really gentle with the turning though. Because, yikes. Yikes. Bonk. It is very fast, which is good. Now, it does have a side thrower. How do I get used to the side thrower? How does that work? So let's turn. So side throwing just kind of dumps grass wherever the hell it feels like. Is that a problem? I mean, I definitely want the mulch deck for sure. But do I have to deal with all of that grass? Is that a thing I need to worry about? Because I can run it over again. And it puts it somewhere. Yeah, it just kind of runs it back there. So how do I deal with that? Do I need to deal with that? But look at how fast this job is. Look at how fast I'm able to clear this thing out. Definitely gonna have to get used to where the cutting head is on this thing. Cutting head is a little bit smaller than the green thing on the front. And it definitely doesn't extend out to where the side throw is. Okay, good to know. I mean, yeah, kinda, but also I'm the one playing a lawn mowing simulator, so I think I know niche. And if niche is your thing, that's fine. You just gotta understand that a lot of people aren't going to get your niche. Alright, I don't know how the side throw works, on a job at least. I know how it works in practice. It throws grass out the side. But how does it work when it comes to cleaning up? Do I have to clean up? Because I know that one of the things they mentioned was don't throw grass onto like the sidewalk and shit. Like that. Don't do that. That thing I just did. But how to clean it up? Is this just a matter of make sure it's not on the sidewalk or what? I don't even know what Mr. Mosquito is. Okay. Bonk. And test drive. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm curious, like how all of this works. Because I don't think this game has told me anything about side throwing yet, other than don't get it onto the sidewalk or whatever. So I don't know the details behind that. The zero turn is really tricky though, because it's very sensitive. I wonder if I can tone down the sensitivity. can tone down the camera sensitivity, but nothing else. Okay. We're doing it. Achievement unlocked. The dream begins. And another achievement unlocked. Oops. Purchase your first vehicle as the dream begins. And then the other one was lawn in the USA. Purchase your first American-made mower. Neat. Neat. Okay. So now I have 2 lawnmowers. Now I need to get a people. I thought that said 0 owned, and I'm like, but owning employees is bad. Okay, so 150 wage per week, 200, 250. So as long as I'm doing enough jobs per week, I can just get proficient people without too much problem. Millie, I like your name. Likes the smell of fresh tarmac, was born ready, hates mainstream media, wants to live in a city under the sea. I like your dreams, Millie. Let's hire Millie. Why, yes, let's hire Millie. Teamwork makes the dream work is the achievement. Now, if I have to pay her right now, I would have a whopping 42 cents to my name. Let's see about fixing that, shall we? Actually, before I do that, what's the cost, if I can? Options. Attachments. Shop for attachments. Mulching deck is $1,000. So, I need another $1,000 to get the mulching deck. That means I need to figure out how to deal with the side discharge for a while. Okay. No, I don't want to exit. So let's do the Jefferson Garden, perhaps? We have multiple gardens to do. You know what? Let's make Millie do the Jefferson Garden. Millie, get to work. Thank you. Wait. Requires collector mulcher. Okay, so there are specific jobs that need a mulcher. Got it. Okay, so Millie can do the mulcher job. But before I do that, is there one that I don't need to do? Yes. Completing the contract fully may not be possible, you say. I see.
Gila, stop. Stop, Gila, stop. Stop, Katie, stop. Stop, sir. Stop. Stop with yourself. Stop it.
He's not going to stop it. Okay, fine. Don't stop it. So, it does say recommended width is 120, and I have 122. So it should be fine, right? Let's do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. Okay, so I've got 2 jobs selected. Millie's going to take on the gnome garden, and I'm going to take on the garden. Let's start. This is going to be hazardous. It's probably not going to go well. Just because I'm not used to the 0 turn. And this thing's really fast. And really sensitive. It's going to take some getting used to. Alright, let's go do the garden check though. Because that'll at least get me a couple extra bucks. Frisbee. Garden shears. Rocks. I can tell you outright that my my lawn guys, they do a check to make sure there's nothing terrible to run over, but they also have very high tolerances for what they consider a problem to run over. So they will 100% run over like big ass sticks and just mulch the ever-loving hell out of it. I know this because I have found very large stick chunks left over in my yard that they have just run over and not cared about. Now I wonder if the 120 something width requirement here is their recommendation for getting through that. Possibly. Alright, where's the last object? Where are you at? Your cats don't like it when you put their heads in your mouth? What? Weird. Alright, I'm missing an object and I don't know where it is. I know I'm missing... Ah, it was right up against the edge there. Got it. Alright, let's do a check for valuables. That looked like a moderately valuable shovel, but apparently not. That's a laptop. You left your laptop outside, buddy. That's a bad thing. Okay, let's see if I can get this fairly large mower through the front gate. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. Definitely need to learn this mower and be careful. Oh, right. Cut height. Cut height. 5.5 to 6.5. That one. 6.3 will do just fine. It says clean them up before leaving. How do you clean them up before leaving? It's entirely possible that it doesn't matter if I throw grass in the yard. It might only matter about throwing grass on the pavement. And if that's the case, then I can go back over the pavement and throw the grass back into the yard without a problem. I love this new mower, but it's very hazardous. Very hazardous. No longer a stress-free environment. Bonk. Just straight up bonk. Howdy night, the dad business is going well. This is my second stream of this fast car. The bonkening is happening, especially because this is a brand new mower and I don't really know how to use it very well yet. I'm not used to the zero turn just yet. Alright, can I just zip? Yes. Yes, I can. I hope I can continue doing that. Man, the zippy speed on this thing, real nice. But also the turning speed, really hazardous. Zoom zoom. I can't even imagine just whipping around a lawn on this thing. Just zoom. Wee. Yoom. Wee. Okay, I need to clean up after myself. There we go. Cleaned up. I see lack of clean. Oh god. I have sullied their lawn, or their garden. I have sullied it. Yeah, this is intense. Okay, I need to breathe for a moment. I am missing really small areas. The problem is that this thing is so damn fast that getting an accurate turn radius is really difficult. But I'm going back and cleaning up after myself, so it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, this is about twice the speed of my previous machine. About 30% wider cut range, and this has a zero turn radius, which means it's very maneuverable, but also very maneuverable. Like, holy lordy, very maneuverable. Like, this kind of turn, this kind of like 90+ degree turn, That's like a half a second hold on the thumbstick. It's really, really sensitive. But it's also really powerful, which means I don't have to worry about slowing down, as if I can stand going faster. I have to go counterclockwise around this. Let's do some first-person view here. Have to go counterclockwise around it so as not to throw grass clippings into their flower bed, because they get very angry about that. There we go, that should be a safe distance. Okay, that was terrible. That was terrible. Yeah, being able to stop on a dime and turn 90 degrees is really handy. My last one was, I had the Knight previously, and it was a rear-wheel drive, but it was also articulated in the center, so it had a really weird steering mechanic to it. Not that this is any less weird, because of the zero turn. It takes getting used to, but still. Neep. 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 You've got 900 gigs of games queued to download on the new PC. Good lord. Why so many, though, and why didn't you transfer your existing folders? Are you just doing like a full fresh install then, just to keep it clean, or what? Yeah, Knight. I prefer the Knight. Although I didn't try the yellow one, so I guess I can't say for sure that I would prefer the Knight over the yellow one. But it's definitely something. The articulation is interesting to handle. But I love the zippy speed of this thing. I just need to get used to the sensitivity of the turning. Alright, let's turn around and let's do this flower bed while I can. Go. Yeah, I was mostly aiming for mulcher. That's the main reason I got the knight, is because I didn't want the collector. But that being said, I don't know necessarily how to deal with the collector. I'm kind of still trying to figure out how to deal with the side thrower here. But as soon as I can afford the mulcher, I'm definitely getting it. But so far, it doesn't seem like it matters if I do side throwing. Like, I don't think it matters if I leave grass clippings down, as long as I don't put it on their lawn, or on their decoratives, their sidewalk, their flower beds, that kind of stuff. I don't think it matters. And just so I don't accidentally throw it on there, let's turn around. I do love the zero turn. The zero turn is a really nice addition. There's a spot near the trailer to dump the collector. Interesting. I wonder if that only shows up if you've got a collector then, because I don't remember seeing that. The main reason you're downloading 900 gigs of games is because you didn't feel like transferring it? Fair enough, I suppose. I have a kitten. I have a kitten. 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 Welcome back, Kinder. I have a kitten. He's being adorable. I wonder if I should test drive one of the yellow ones, just to see if I like it at all. I can tell you that this job is going a hell of a lot faster with this machine. Despite having to go over certain areas a couple times because I've turned too sharply or whatever. Like, this is going a hell of a lot faster than my Knight. So, Knight, it's going to be difficult to keep saying that. Knight, I don't know if you have bought a second machine yet, but what my plan was buy a second machine that is an upgrade for me, and then leave my previous machine to my new worker. This is literally my first upgrade, my first worker, and it's a delight. Rather than like buy a second cheap machine, I went for an upgrade for myself. Just started the HQ upgrade. Yeah, I did that off stream a couple days ago, but I had only done like one job after I did it, so all of the upgrade has happened on this stream. It goes fairly quickly though. It's not too bad. Gizmo. Gizmo's currently laying on the keyboard, and this game does not like competing inputs. So every time he lays on the keyboard and pushes a button with his ass, my controller stops working. Gizmo, you're adorable, but I need my thingy to work. You just picked it up tonight, gotcha. Yeah, this is only my second night streaming, so I've only played like 6 hours at this point. Gizmo, you're adorable, but I need your ass to stop pushing keys. I need that to stop happening. Can I move the keyboard out of your way, perhaps? Or do you need to sit on the keyboard? Is this a need to sit on the keyboard kitty thing? The only way I can leave the cat be is if I switch to keyboard and mouse control. I don't think I could even do that with this machine. Oh, but boy howdy do I love that zero turn. Oh, it is so nice. Yes, I damaged the ground because I was zero turning very quickly. Leave me alone, it's fun. Gizmo. Gizmo. It turns out it's definitely a cat need to sit on the keyboard. I moved the keyboard away to give him the space that he wanted, and he sat further back so he's on the keyboard. Oh my god, cat, did you just quit? Cat just somehow managed to ass push the quit game button. Gizmo, I love you, but stop. It was literally like a minute and a half away from finishing that one. Gizmo. Kitty. Hi. Why must you be so adorable? Yes, the jobs that you do will cycle over time. I don't know how many there are, but I've seen at least 8 or 9. Gizmo, Gizmo. Kitten. Kitten. Stop. You're adorable, but you're causing me grief. You're causing me problems, kitty. He's causing me problems. I wanted to finish a job. And fast car pushes to kitty time. Kitty time. Kitty time. Toes. Kitty time. He's being a spaz. He's being a spaz. Are we doing treats now? Because Fastcar says so. Kitty. Okay. It's treat time. Gila, come on. Gila. There you are. Button. Quick, while the kitties are away, do a job. Alright, I'm going to try moving my keyboard to a spot where he can't lay on it. See if that helps at all. That was a very rude thing for Kitty to do. Very rude. Okay, so the question is, did that stick with my damage? No. So it looks kind of like I didn't do the job at all. I've had a cat cam for a couple months, I think. Not too terribly long. Okay, Jefferson Garden. Let's. It looks like everything's still assigned. Was this the one I was gonna do? This is the one I was doing. So fuck it, let's do this one instead. Recommended 100 centimeter deck width. I don't remember anything on this job that required that, but we'll find out the hard way, I am sure. And fast car, it's a PTZ camera, so if I need to track the kitty action, I can do that. Alright, let's go pick up the crap. Crap picked up. Crap number 2 picked up. Crap number 3 picked up. Lawn gnome picked up. Wonderful. It does zoom. It is technically zoomed right now, because its far away shot is pretty darn far. So it's as zoomed as it's gonna be currently, at least software-wise. I could potentially zoom it in more through like OBS or something. What kind of cam? That's a solid question. Let's go find out the answer to that question. Can I alt tab? There we go. This one. Because I don't remember the answers to these questions, so I have to look it up on Amazon for when I last bought it. Where are you, Amazon order? Oh, hello, I'm back. Ozbot. Obsbot. OBS bot. It is this one. Okay. Alright, so we need 6 to 7. Okay, can do 6 to 7. I'm just going to gently do this area here. I do understand the problem of leaving clippings around, because I can't really do too terribly much about that. It does say clean them up to avoid fines. but it doesn't really state how to clean them up, especially if they're within the flower garden. How do I clean up the flower clippings in the flower garden? Because here I can just kind of zip, zap, zoop them back into the lawn. Same with these ones. I can just kind of zoop them back into the lawn, like so. But I don't know about the other ones. So this mower specifically does not have a collector. It only has a side throwing option. And the only other option is a mulcher head, which does not throw grass clippings at all. But that costs another $1,000, so I'm waiting to save up for that, so that I don't have to deal with the throwing option anymore. So soon I will have a problem solved. Just right now I don't know how to deal with it without having that available. Here's another problem. I'll have to solve that problem at some point. I mean, ultimately it's probably just going to be fines, which means it's probably not going to be too terrible fines. But still, something worth considering. It does have AI tracking, but it only has AI tracking of faces. The question has been asked of them how to do pet tracking, and their answer is buy our more expensive camera. So, that was unfortunately not in the cards for me, and I didn't realize that until after I had bought it. Exactly, how do I track the kitty butt? It's important information. Nope. Almost ran over the flowers. Paint a face on the kitty butt. That'll solve the problem. Ooh, a way to do a second ground check. Interesting. Okay, so since I was not able to finish the last job because of Kitty Butt, maybe once I finish this job with this mower, it'll say, hey, you've got shit to clean up. Do you want to clean up? So I'll have to give that a try. No kitty butt interference. I don't want it. Interesting, this lawn is long enough to start causing me some mower grief. Not too bad, but occasionally I do have to slow down. I don't like having to slow down in this mower. I like this mower going as fast as possible. Missed it. Yeah, I'm causing damage to your property. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The zero turn does allow for more up and down if we need to, whereas the rear wheel drive was much more difficult to do full turnarounds, so it wasn't something I could easily justify. Alright, Knight, thanks for hanging out. Have yourself a good night, and I hope you enjoy your next mowing. Marcus bought this game. Nice. It's really nice. And not only do you get the soothing aspect of mowing a lawn, but you also get to run a lawn mowing company and send employees out to do their work, and there's a whole lot going on here. I would love to add more suggestions, and I might go in their Discord and add some suggestions. Things like being able to bring a trimmer with you, so that, you know, if you've got a big mower like this, you could still do, you know, edging without too much problems. Or being able to, or rather, mowing weeds is a thing I would like to do. Like, I'd like to see more weed variety. They've already got the colored grass variety. They've already got some brown spots, some darker green spots, that kind of thing. So that's nice to see. But I'd like more weeds. There's a couple weeds, but that's about it. So I think I might throw some suggestions out there just for fun additions to the game. Weeds aren't really going to cause any gameplay differences, but it'll be a nice visual difference. And you can go on a violent assault against weeds if you want. A flamethrower if you need to. Yep, that's a thing. Alright, let's go gentle around this thing. Gentle, I said. Fingers, controller, work with me here. Gizmo, for the love of crap.
Stop.
He is no longer able to assault my keyboard, so now he's going after my mouse. Gizmo, Gizmo, kitty. I need you to not go after the mouse, if you could, please. Thank you.
Damn it.
Good Gizmo. No, not good Gizmo. I need my mouse unmolested, thank you. Marcus, have you had a chance to play the game yet? I would strongly recommend that as soon as you possibly can.
Gizmo, side. Side.
So this one is less forgiving when it comes to overpowering the engine. The other one I had plenty of reaction time if I started overpowering the engine. This one not so much. So I have to be more careful when it comes to starting to overpower the engine. I have to stop as fast as possible, or I have to immediately back up and deal with that. That right there. There's practically no time to respond to that. I damaged the ground. Shut up. Aha! Cutting complete. Alright, we're going back home. I finally get to finish the job. Yes, when they go after the cables in the back is pretty difficult because you have to go in after them sometimes. Or they just start chewing on shit and problems happen. Okay, so how do we do? I did not get the option to do a cleanup, at least not that I found. So I got 73 cents in ground damage. I got a whole 5 cents in cleanup fees. I think it's okay to not have to clean up occasionally. 50 cents in collision, not bad at all. 23 bucks in cutting time bonus, and $31 in the ground check, which is great. I agree, Paige. It really should be darker after cutting, although on a long lawn that gets freshly cut, it is pretty light colored. Because the undergrowth does not have any light, so it hasn't really grown as green as the rest. So it's fairly realistic. I just don't like the way it looks. Just not a fan of the color. I also totally forgot I had hot chocolate. So I got 560 off of that job, which is great. This job... interesting. I think there's a bug in the information here. It says penalties and fines 0, but also 50 cents collision, 5% cleanup fee, and 73% ground damage. So those tell me that it's not updating those numbers from my previous job, which is fine. Just gotta report it. And we got 454 off of this job. Great. But notice this person is a lot more hard on my vehicle. They do a lot more vehicle engine and blade damage than I do when I drive it. So there's more maintenance when someone else is driving my stuff. Gotta pay attention to that. So let's go ahead and repair. I kind of wish there was a repair all button. Alright, so I now have enough money to get the mulcher head on this. So I think I will. I just barely have enough, but it's enough. There we go. Mulching deck. Got it. Okay. Mulching deck enabled. Why is there flickering? Where are you seeing flickering? Where are you seeing flickering? I don't see flickering. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh. Crossley Riding School training field, 1,400 bucks. That's gonna be promising. The training field at Crossley Riding School requires a cut to be ready for horse riding exams. The field hasn't been used for a while, so the grass is quite long. Cut slowly and take care not to damage any of the show jumping equipment. Large area, intricate, flat, long grass. Okay. Oh, they need it cut down to 5 to 6, and it's at 20 to 35, so we're going to have to go really slow here. Great. Let's do it. And then... I guess it doesn't matter which garden I send you at. Let's send you at this garden. I mean, what you were calling flickering, I was seeing shimmering. It looked like it was just an incredibly strong shine effect. Could be internet, could be related to my streaming quality. Could be related to your hypersensitivity to visual issues, because you are a visual person. Alright, so we have 5 objects to collect. One. actually a fast car, and the one might have some similar interests, now that I think about it. Not quite same line of work, but very close. Also cats. Not quite what I had in mind, but probably. I was thinking more along the lines of professional line of work. Aha, there we go. So I'm gonna continue the run here and just see if there's anything else valuable. No, okay. So is there any other... Oh, hey, they've got bales. They've got wrapped bales. Neat. See, this is more what I was expecting. In Farming Simulator, with all the time that I've spent in there, all the bales have never really seemed significant. These ones are practically head height, and that seems a lot more significant, considering these bales are supposed to be 4,000 liters of material. They've just never really felt that significant in Farming Simulator. So it's nice to see the bales sizable here. I'm not seeing any valuables. Is that a horse? No, it's a hay bale. Close enough. Horse, hay bale, whatever. The same thing. Wow, there's a lot more to this yard. There's a whole lot more. Alright. I was thinking more like both of you deal in very detailed work in visual processing. Not quite the same fields, but very similar line of work. How far can I go? This is a very large map. Ugh, not rendering. Horrible. Alright, I don't see any more valuables to be had, unfortunately. No, I have no idea. And I'm sure that any attempt to explain it would be far beyond me. Alright, fine. Mowing. Alright, 5 to 6. So I gotta go really low on this one, which is unfortunate. So far, so good. I'm able to go mostly full speed until the end there. Oh, a little bit overpowered. Okay. But we are now on a mulcher, so I don't have to worry about dropping grass, which is good. Make ramps and jump over those obstacles with the mower. That'd be kind of amusing. But yeah, being able to bring a trimmer in here would be nice. Or at least being able to bring a smaller mower for the edging work. Like where they straight up tell you your mower's too big, you might not be able to finish this job. Why, as a mowing company, would we not have the foresight to bring along the appropriate equipment? I mean, yeah, we're noobs, but like if we know the size of the job, we should be able to bring the appropriate equipment for that, right? Like a trimmer. That's all I want. That's all I want. Just a trimmer. Like, hey, maybe we're running around a bunch of sensitive stuff that we don't want to run into with our mowers. Maybe we trim that by hand just to be careful. Maybe after 2 laps around the head here, we maybe attempt to do up and down just for funsies. Probably not going to work with all the obstacles in the way. Okay. Yeah, tons of obstacles. Okay. I'll just, 0 point my way in here. And I guess I'm just gonna have to go slow. At least going slow on this mower is 3 to 4 miles per hour instead of 1 mile per hour on the other one. Now I missed a piece. Screw it. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be about as fun as the first job of the night because of the slowness that we have to do. At least it's not raining. At least we don't have to deal with that crap again. Nope, stop it. No, no rain. I refuse. Gotta go slower. Really hard to go slow in this thing. I'm doing great at cutting a track around their lawn. That's right, Paige. I'm doing fantastic at that job. I'll get there eventually. There's just a lot of lawn here. Unfortunately, I just have to go really slow because the grass is really long. Again, I don't know why they can't just let the sheep loose on the field or something. Get some sheep, get some goats, let them loose on the field. It'll be fine. Never have to worry about it again. So, the kitten, who I shall not name so as not to wake him up, he is sound asleep with his nose pressed up against the mouse, as close as he possibly can, and his arm dangerously close to dangling over the keyboard. He could not resist, and now he's just out cold. Alright, Fast Car, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Have yourself a good night. But yeah, kitten, sound asleep, out cold, being adorable. So I'm going to continue doing the track around here until I run into the first obstacle, at which point I'll probably attempt to switch it up just to stop going in squares and getting dizzy. No! My ability to go straight has been thwarted by my need for hot chocolate. And it looks like we're immediately going to run into that obstacle that I mentioned. Alright, that's fine. Bound to happen sooner or later. where a zero turn comes in handy. Done-ish. Guess I could probably attempt to do that thing. But I'm going to run into the whole damn thing while I'm at it. It's fine. And jump. I missed a blade of grass. I am sad. I missed multiple blades of grass. I'm extra sad. Alright, the cutting on this is ever so slightly smaller than the deck head, which makes sense because that's how real life works. But still, it's taken some getting used to. Mowing. Lawn mowing. Still never thought I'd be playing a game about lawn mowing. But I did do a fair share of lawn mowing in Farming Simulator, so I suppose there is that. Thanks, Cass? You're welcome? I'm sorry? I'm not sure which one of these applies at the moment. I'm gonna go with all of the above, probably. No lawnmower, keep up, you can do it. That's fair. That's fair. Anyone coming into this channel and questioning what game I'm playing is here because they are wanting to watch the game I'm playing, so there's an element of fault on both parties here. But yeah, I love the wacky simulator games, whether they're wacky or whether they are just simulating the strangest unexpected things like lawn mowing or power washing. Then there's the wackier version of the simulators, like things like Barn Finders or Farmer's Life, where it kind of takes simulation to some extremes. Chair Simulator. To be fair, I didn't really enjoy Chair Simulator, but I was drunk enough to enjoy Chair Simulator. So there was that element to it. I'm wondering if at some point I'm going to have to dive into Goat Simulator, even though that one is more like a sandbox, like free world, open realm, words fail me. Open world simulator. There we go. I am currently playing on controller, and that is because on keyboard and mouse you don't have the fine analog control of your throttle. And your steering, for that matter. And normally I play keyboard and mouse on most games, but this one specifically really kind of called to me needing a more precision control and more analog control. Horse grooming simulator. I have not done that one yet. Gizmo, stop it. So for those of us just joining, I have a kitten who has been assaulting my mouse and or keyboard all night, and he's doing it again right now. Stop it. You say you were making up the horse grooming simulator, but if not specifically a horse grooming simulator, I know that horse grooming would exist in some fashion or another. I know you can groom horses in Farming Simulator, for example. Up, Cass has pushed the treats button. It's time to wake up the kitten. Hang on, let me get around this obstacle. I like the 0-point turn for 90-degree dealings. It's very nice. Yeah, the 0-point, even though it takes some getting used to, that's very nice. It's very nice. Gizmo, is it treat time? Gizmo doesn't know the word treat. He barely pays attention to his own name. He knows his name. He just barely pays attention to it. Gila, on the other hand. Gila, treats? Sometimes they require the more audible method of treats. Gila. Come on, Gila. Gila, you're ignoring me. I know you are. I really only needed to give it one shake, and that was just to let them know that I was serious about calling treats. What am I listening to currently? Hang on. Let's turn this up a little bit. Huh. I haven't really noticed music most of the night. Let's leave it at that for now. Goes well with your coding for right now. I wasn't really hearing any of the overtones. I was just really hearing the beat, and it just kind of sounded like shuka 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 shuka, and I was very confused. All right, mowing. Back to mowing. It's really hard to mow from the front. Or even from like the hard side like this. Right. Obstacle. So I am curious, like, seeing as my nature of playing oddball simulators and whatnot, and aside from Goat Simulator, because I'm aware of it, are there any other simulators that people would like to see at some point? Because I do play quite a few, and I have quite a few, but a lot of them don't end up getting played for one reason or another. So is there anything people want to see? Oh, Kitty's gone. I am back. Hello. It's also really hard to get some of this grass because it's so damn close. Oh, stuck on it. Stuck on it. God, I'm horrible. I missed it. Okay, let's see. Why am I being circled? I can't see them because I can't look up, but I'm being circled by birds. Should I be concerned by this? Because they are very much adamant at circling my general vicinity. Yes, I should be concerned. Okay, good to know. I mean, I've seen the movie. I know it can go wrong when birds circle. Yeah, it'd be really nice to be able to use the full zoom on this mower, but for right now I just have to go stupidly slow. I'll have to pick a fast job next time just so I can go faster. Make myself feel good. Yeah, it really is. And the biggest problem is that they want a fairly low cut height, and the grass is incredibly long. So it taxes the mower really quickly. So I can't go for my full speed without dropping extra stuff behind and damaging the mower extra. So I just gotta take my sweet time. This is the second area like this. So you can repeat jobs multiple times as they come up. And this is the second one of these that I've seen that wants fairly short cutting, starting with very long grass. And this is the second one of these I've done today. The first one, it was raining, so I had to go even slower. We're barely halfway done now. Yikes. Alright, fine. Ah, Medieval Shopkeeper Simulator. You've done that one before? Okay. Buggy and abandoned. That's unfortunate. I attempt to keep track of the games that are fully abandoned in my Steam. I've got a category just for it, but it's hard to follow them all, or rather hard to mark them so I don't have to follow them anymore. I've got a few different shopkeeper type simulators. There's one that's just called Shopkeep. Shoppe. And I played that one. I played Shopkeep 2 on stream a little bit ago. There's also one called, I think it's pronounced Winkelg. I think it's a Norwegian name. That was another shopkeeper type simulator. There's a couple others that I've got. There's also Blacksmith Simulator, or a couple different blacksmithing type ones that I'm kind of interested in trying out. Yeah, they never admit to being abandoned, but generally you can kind of keep an eye on the comments, and usually there's some sort of mention of it. I'm on the fence on Orcs Must Die, and I've been on the fence on that one for quite a long time because I really hate tower defense. I hate it with a passion. But Orcs Must Die is first person, so you get the element of first person combat that could potentially be enjoyable. But I absolutely hate tower defense. I've fooked up a couple times around here. Let's fix that quick. Start here. Let's cut across here. See if we can get this section done. Fantasy blacksmith is kind of meh. I saw a video on it, I think, and it kind of seemed kind of meh. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind like doing a short video on it or something like that. And that's the thing with some of these simulators, is that they're not. A lot of them are simulators, but they're not like really in depth. Like they attempt kind of a passing attempt at some sort of mechanic, and they tend to be one-trick ponies. So they're not like fully enjoyable games a lot of the time. And even this one to an extent. I mean, a lot of the simulators that I play are like that. And this one, to an extent, is kind of a one-trick pony. Yeah, you can upgrade your mower, but it's not drastically different than just mowing a lawn each time. But still quite enjoyable for long periods of time nonetheless. Sparkle has pushed buttons. Cheers, Sparkle. And now for more of the hot chocolate from my hydrate that I keep forgetting that I have. Probably should actually pause, because I'm stopping for a moment here. Doing pretty good, Sparkle. I'm enjoying my new lawnmower. We now return to your regularly scheduled lawn mowing. Right, not allowed to go that fast. Keep forgetting. I really want to go that fast, but I can't. Not allowed. This one I can go that fast. I could potentially go faster if I covered less with my cutting head. Because it's not using up quite as much engine power. Maybe I'll try that for a little bit here, just because I get to go zoom zoom. I'm not sure this is faster though, because I'm basically having to do twice as many passes. But it feels faster. And I get to go new. We'll change up view here for a little bit. Whoops. I poked that one up. Poked that one up badly. I do like the mowing faster. It's much more enjoyable. Alright, so let's take care of this thing. Ow. I bonked it. I bonked it. I like that there's wheel indents from where you run over the grass but haven't cut it. It's a nice little touch. Still don't really have the fine touch motor skills on my controller here. Still being a little bit too hard on the turning. Random lines across the lawn at crazy angles for the next job. I can do that. Rather than the usual meticulous nonsense that I attempt to do. Hello, Chaos. Yes, I have my first worker. I managed to buy another mower, which is what I'm riding right now, and then I got a worker to ride my other mower. It's going well. It does pick up kind of fast though, because now that I've got my second worker, I'm now making literally twice as much money every day. Because they're able to take a job just like I would take a job, and they finish it in the same amount of time. So now I'm making twice the money, which means I'll be able to buy another mower sooner than later. And it's just probably going to snowball from there. This job, though, man, there's a lot going on in this job. When will I get the power washing company going? That's a fine question. I kind of wish that the power washing simulator had like a power washing company kind of situation. Because currently it's just got the power washing aspect. It doesn't really have a company aspect to it. Like the whole storyline is you've started a power washing company, but it doesn't really have that company management aspect to it. And I kind of wish it did. Maybe it will. And since the lawn mowing simulator came out shortly after the power washing simulator, and there's a lot of cross interest there. A lot of the people who like one tend to like the other one. My guess is that there will be a lot of cross talk and cross suggestions, some of which may or may not be from me. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna guess that once the power washing simulator gets their mechanics ironed out and their new levels ironed out and stuff like that, we might see something like a power washing business kind of thing. I know right now they're mostly focused on what are the new neat things that we could add to power wash, which is great. I mean, they're adding new levels and whatnot. But I think gameplay wise it could use something. Like, I enjoy it, but I'm not sure I enjoy it enough to go back to like the previous levels and just do like a free play on them. Maybe once or twice here or there, but without some sort of like company aspect like we got going on here, I think it's going to stagnate fairly quickly. So hopefully they'll take some suggestions. Alright, we're getting there. 86% done. I can see the end in sight. If this game goes as far as asking for diamond pattern cuts, I will be mildly irritated but impressed. Like, if at some point we have to do like a corporate lawn or something and they want diamond pattern cuts, sure. It'll be mildly annoying, but I'll take it as a mechanic. Haha. Ha. That the one that kind of goes under the category of not simulator. That is its own special something. And that gets a hard nah from me, dog. Alright, I don't have the right angle for viewing all of this crap. As far as I'm concerned, Second Life is basically if Fet Life were a video game. More power to you, but not for me. I do hope they do a sequel to Second Life and call it Third Life. That would be pretty great. A prequel called First Life. Zeroth life. At some point they'll run out of numbers and they'll just go to nth knife and nth life. There we go. Couldn't even say that correctly. Alright, we're so close. Less than 5% left. So close. Bah. Humbug. Now, the main thing keeping me through this job is the knowledge that it's worth $1,400. Pounds, whatever, doesn't matter. So, even though it was kind of a pain in the butt, it actually wasn't that bad. Especially considering the mower size that we've got and comparing it to like the rain one that we did at the start. It really wasn't that bad. And it's a hell of a payout. Yes, not getting groundings for each turn is nice. And I think the 0-turn mower is helping with that. But also what helps with that is just not being able to go that fast. Like, I could 0-turn myself into the ground if I wanted to. But the 0-turn does help with not taking as much ground damage, at least from what I've noticed. Because I've gotten significantly fewer groundings in general. Alright, I'm not technically done. I am not technically done. I have 99.8% done, and it's not marked as completed. Oh dear. What am I missing aside from little bits under the jumpy things? Do these count? I don't think those counted. Well, shit. Alright. It's probably some of the little bitty bits that I missed during my first run. So let's do a little bit of a lap around. Oh no. I didn't realize they wanted perfection. I've been pretty good about paying attention though and not missing too terribly much. There it is. There's a tiny little bit in the corner that wasn't cut. Okay, so there is a button, and I need to actually figure out what the button is. Pro view, right stick button hold. Ah, that's why I didn't know. So right stick button hold will flash the spots that you missed. And there's a couple bits that I missed for sure. And this is one of the problems. Like, this is why I wanted a hand trimmer. Because, like this, I can't get that easily. Not without causing problems. Whatever, we're finished, technically. I dishonored my dojo. My grass cutting dojo. Alright, job done. I dishonored my cow? Oh no! Alright, let's see how we did. So, $6.25 for penalties and fines, all of those in collisions, because I did do a bit of like really gentle grinding against the objects, but it wasn't anything obvious. Just really, really fine grinding, enough to cause some problems. Ground check bonus. Got absolute nothing for cutting time bonus, because that took for friggin' ever. But it's fine, I got 1,400 pounds off of it. And this one, you did just fine. You got a whopping 50-cent penalty and fine on something or another. And you did ground check, but not a great ground check. You did an okay ground check. Alright, good enough. Let's do some repairs. Oop. Okay. So all of the repairs happening. Hey, I says what I says, Cass. I says what I says. You missed a lot of the innuendo earlier. Just saying. So I now have 2,000 pounds. Can I? No. Oh, I see. You're busy partying on Zoom? Let's see. Purchase HQ. Oh dear. Unlimited bays available for 200,000. Ooh. Unlimited bays available. So how do I... Can I not do an upgrade? I don't think I can do an upgrade. Because I've got the Redwall building currently. Unless, once I get like 50,000 extra, I can go and do the Whitehall house upgrade. Because I essentially have 154,000 in assets on the Redwall building. So ideally, if I get another 6,000, I could potentially sell the HQ and buy a new one. But I don't know if it works that way. So that's going to be the next thing I'll have to figure out. I'll probably end up doing a little bit of this off stream because it's kind of calming when I'm working. Like if I'm doing an install or something, I'm waiting for that to finish. This is a really nice way to pass that time. I'm curious if 6,000 is enough to get the new upgrade, or if we need a significant more investment on that. I don't know. So that's a thing to figure out. I also wonder if I can just send my dudes on a job. Can I do that? I cannot do that. I cannot continue until I've assigned myself to a job. Got it. Ah. That's a $2,600 job. Adam's Apple. Adam's Apple Co. needs us to complete a general cut on their vast orchard field. The grass is pretty tall at the minute, so you may need to do multiple passes at different heights or cut more slowly. Be sure to take a powerful mower that can handle the task. Cool. It kind of actually is inconceivable because I don't generally have time to do off-stream grinding. But it's fine. We'll see if I have time for that. This one, I might save till next time, might not, I don't know. Either way, I don't have any more in me right now because it's kind of sort of late and I got things to do tomorrow. So that will be it for the lawn mowing tonight. Glad you all could join me. This was fun. I literally almost played another game. I had the other game typed up in Twitch, typed up in Discord with the announcement copied and pasted, ready to go. I had the other game launched, and I was sitting there in the main menu listening to the music, and I'm like, but what about lawn mowing? So I switched. One of your post-apocalyptic groups. Nice. I hope that all went well for you, Cass. But yeah. Paige, Chaos, the one, Cass, anyone else still lurking out there, thank y'all for coming. Thank you for any subs and follows that I might have missed, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.